Welcome to the U.S. Mini Disc Golf Championship Final 9, presented by MVP Disc Sports. I'm Matt Dollar, and we'll be starting today on hole number 1. Hole number 1's a par 4 with a triple mando. I'll be teeing off first. I'm sitting at 34 under for the tournament after 3 rounds. Kevin McCoy will be teeing off second, and he's only 1 stroke behind me at 33 under par. Teeing off third will be Jimi Hadley. Jimi was not featured on our lead card for round 2 or 3, but he shot a 49 in round 2 and then another 49 in round 3 to jump him back onto the lead card for the final 9. So 2 strokes behind Jimi is Snappy Cole. Those guys sit at 29 under and 27 under respectively. I'm going to go with a backhand on my second shot here, mainly just to make sure I don't give it too much and go out of bounds, because the road is out of bounds. So Jimi, after busting a huge tee shot, is throwing third here.
Did you throw from your mini, dude?
Well, then leave that there, because that's my spot.
Yeah, you just threw from my spot.
We both have orange mini drivers.
And the first penalty strokes awarded in the U.S. Mini belong to Jimi Hadley.
You are a legend because I need to throw
out. You're the first.
Practice throw.
So I just wanted to let you guys hear what was going on there. So Jimi actually threw from Snappy's Mini. So Jimi is going to take a practice stroke penalty, and he is going to rethrow from his correct lie.
Oh yeah, how you do it.
Roll left. Jimi may be a little bit shook by what just happened there, because he carelessly let that second shot, well actually third shot because of the penalty stroke, end up in the road out of bounds. Ooh. And I am going to do something that I haven't done this entire event. I kind of rushed that putt, which I am a fast putter, but you definitely don't want to miss high on these baskets because you will skip, and I skipped right out of bounds. So after carding the birdie almost every time I've played this hole, I am going to make that putt there for the bogey.
I was like, alright, I got blue stamp.
So Jimi and myself will card 5s here on hole number 1. Snappy and Kevin will take 4s, and we will move to hole number 2. It's a little surprising, no birdies on hole 1, although it is a little bit tricky with the triple mando and the out of bounds right by the basket. So hole number 2 is just a spike hyzer over these trees for the righty. You can also choose to go down the middle, but you're going to see most of the righties, especially in this group, take the spike hyzer.
Get in.
Oh! I was going with a Zing aerofoil mini there. Catch a slow-mo replay. I hit it all hyzer, and those are really overstable minis, so they don't hyzer very far left. When you throw it with that much spike, they just kind of go forward and down. So worked out really good in this case. There is a little bit of out of bounds there on the side of the basket that Jimi landed on, but he was not far enough to get out of bounds. So it looks like everyone's going to card the birdie here except for Kevin. So after tying it up on the first hole, Kevin's going to drop a stroke to the group, and he will now be 1 behind me. I'm sitting at 34 under par, and he is at 33. So we'll move to hole number 3, another par 4. So when setting up this course, I definitely try to design it where anyone could play it and have fun, even with a little bit of mini experience or no mini experience at all.
Man, baby.
One of the things I did, I really liked the way this hole played out
That one didn't fly.
in my head. I actually really liked the way it played out, except for the best cards. So the guys that were really good just cleared this with no problem, and it became almost a tweener between a par 3 and a par 4, although it was never 2'd. I do think that I would like to make this hole quite a bit longer for next year if we use the same course. So all these guys are going to have no problem getting over the out of bounds pile off the tee, and then it'll be just a handful of short up shots. Snappy actually has a pretty long look at the eagle here, and I believe this was the best drive I got on this hole, so I also had the long shot at eagle. But at the end of the day, birdies are good. Jimi taps in that birdie with his Zing Cosmo putter. K-Mac taps it in with his mini driver. Looks like Snappy's putting with a heavy-weighted Cosmo, and I'm putting with the Zine Snipe, which is kind of the mid-range mold, but I definitely like it as a putter. So we're going to move to hole 4, a very short par 3, crossing over the creek to an elevated pin. I've not birdied this hole the entire tournament. I keep throwing it too far to try and avoid the creek.
Safe. I think safe.
It was really tough to see there with Snappy's Mini, but he is indeed safe. Jimmy bails out to that right side, but one of the good things about that is it'll give you a chance to have a putt. Kevin rolled back in the water. He's going to be out of bounds. But that is a great putt for circle 3.
Is that OB?
I couldn't tell. He had his foot in the water.
Okay. It looks
So
like
everybody's taking an inspection on Snappy's lie, and then Jimmy and I are looking for our disc on the right side there. All 3 of us will have a shot at the birdie. So with mini golf, when you're in the woods, sometimes it's beneficial that you're playing mini because the smaller size will create more spaces for you to putt in between branches. However, minis are so light and small that they are affected even by the smallest leaf. So kind of a catch-22 when you end up in the woods.
There you go.
So 3 birdies and a par, and we will move on to hole number 5, a par 4. Snappy will be first on the tee here. So the play on this one is to just land in the field. If you can cover some distance off the tee and just land in the open.
Yes.
golly.
I got a little bit extra out of that one. That's probably the furthest drive I had all weekend. Right there. So Jimmy's going to follow suit and also go with a thumber here.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, nice one.
Good shot.
K-Mac's going to line up the backhand. I think he's going to try to go roller. We've seen this from him a couple times in the...
Come on, roller.
Oh no, he's pulled it just a little bit too far. Had he got that on the ground a little bit sooner, he might have got a lot of rolling action out of that.
Bring it. Oh, no.
That was a great shot from an obstructed lie by Kevin. I heard there was a little bit of a questionable action on a foot fault in the background, but being stuck in that tough lie, I don't think anybody was really ready to say anything. I mean, he threw a standstill straddle thumber. So I ended up with the long look at the eagle. Everyone else has got their second shot on the green, so we're all going to putt for birdie here. And the crowd loving that. K-Mac heating up. That's 2 long putts in a row. This one just toilet bowls around the edge. Only catches 1 chain on the way in. But he knows he needs that after being down 2 strokes with only 5 holes to play. And everyone else is going to clean up the birdies here for the star frame on hole number 5. So we'll jump over to hole number 6, uphill par 3. One of the tougher par 3s in the course.
I'll get a 3 this time.
This hole really sets up good for a backhand in my opinion, but you have to turn it over. That's the thing. If you don't get it turned over, then you're going to hyzer out far left and maybe not have an upshot because of the huge set of bushes on that hillside. Jimmy goes massive thumber here.
Oh, sit.
Wow.
Oh, bro.
So we're going to show a replay of Jimmy's shot from the basket here. He barely misses. He's a little too high to go in on his way by, but he hits this tree right beside the basket, and you'll see it bounce in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen right there. Almost jumps into the basket, ends up rolling all the way down the hill. Tough break for Jimmy. There's going to be no birdie putt from the bottom. So Kevin ends up with the best drive of the group, but still not in a good position for birdie.
Good shot, D.
So everyone's able to get their second shots up there, and I will just leave Kevin with a chance at birdie. He really needs this if he wants to get back in the game. And that's just a disgusting, amazing putt from Kevin. I'm still not sure how he did this. It goes over that top branch in dead center.
Yeah, dog. Woo!
3 holes in a row, K-Max put up a huge putt.
My bad, K-Mac, there must be service up here.
Everyone else is just going to have to sort out their par putt here. Snappy barely catches right side. And he can't let any more strokes go if he wants a chance to catch Jimmy for 3rd place. So we're going to slide over to hole 10 now. We got 3 holes left in this final 9. It will be holes 10, 11, and 18. So hole 10's got this tricky out of bounds area. You're basically throwing over out of bounds the whole way, and then you need to finish right. Snappy's going to go with this sidearm, but it is going to be a thumber grip. Nice shot from Snappy. It's hard to tell there, but I think he's going to end up with about a 20-something foot comebacker. Ooh, I think I got a little love there. Looks like I caught a little bit of leaf action when I was hyzering out, and they have slowed me down. Still going to be a long comebacker. And there's Jimmy. He's going to go in line with us, but be a little bit closer with that thumber over the top. Snappy almost converts on that long one. And boom, K-Mac, after having a little bit of a short drive on the left side, gets up in bounds and makes a great putt. That's like 4 in a row. And after that miss, Kevin and myself are tied for the lead with 2 holes to play. Jimmy makes a nice putt for birdie there, and that will give him some breathing room from Snappy. So, heading into hole 11, our next to last hole, we've got Kevin McCoy and myself tied for 1st place. And this is, I think, the hardest par 3 to reach on the course. It's just so easy to hyzer out left and not have a putt. I did see Jimmy and Snappy throw some killer thumbers on this hole. And after throwing a backhand on it every time, I decided that this last round, when it was the make or break moment, I needed to go thumber here and try and follow Jimmy's line. Basically, I was debating it in my head before this hole, and then after I saw Jimmy throw a thumber that skipped right by the pin, I knew that that's what I needed to do. I wanted to try and make sure I could at least have a tie going into this next hole. And what do you know, a little bit of TD love there as it slides through the bushes and drops down the other side with a clean putt. K-Mac from an obstructed lie puts a really good bid on this. He's just going to come up a little bit low. And Snappy will miss too. So if Jimmy can convert here, he's going to seal up 3rd place pretty much. And another nice putt from Jimmy from the straddle position. Lofts it right in there. So here's my putt for the lead.
Go, Bills.
After getting a little lucky on that drive, I'm going to take the birdie there to take back the lead, and I'll have a 1-stroke lead going into the last hole, hole 18, which is a nasty little par 5 where you can go out of bounds on any shot, but you can also get the eagle. I was really excited about having this as the last hole on this course and for this event. So at one point, this hole was like hole 6 or hole 9 or something like that, but I rearranged the order so this could be the last hole because I felt like this hole presented the biggest opportunity for a big scoring spread.
Oh, nice. Get down. Get down.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I get it out in the field here. That one tree in the middle is really the only obstacle if you're playing straight down the fairway. So you want to make sure you don't go OB left. So you have to challenge the tree in the middle. I was able to get over the outside of the tree on my tee shot, so that should put me in a very good position for birdie. Everybody's trying to crank up their biggest thumber possible on this one. Nobody wants to throw the backhand off the tee because if you hyzer out left, you could go OB in the creek. So Jimmy ran into that big tree off the tee that I was talking about. He was having to throw a little backwards patent pending shot from his knee, so good out from Jimmy. K-Mac knows that he needs an eagle here if he wants to win this tournament, or maybe even have a chance to win. So he thinks he probably needs eagle just to get in the playoff at this point. Snappy doesn't really need the eagle, but he's going for one anyway. He's got nothing to lose here, and that second shot is brilliant. We'll give him a long look at the eagle. Jimmy doesn't want to give up any ground, so he throws one onto the green as well. Looks like all 4 players are going to get their second shot over the road and be on the green for a long putt. So K-Mac has to make this if he wants any chance to win. And he was left with a really tough shot. That bush was blocking his line to the green. So basically I'm just going to have to lay up here.
Yeah,
And that will give me a 1-stroke victory. I wanted to run that for eagle, but there was no way with the $500 on the line that I was going to run that one. Jimmy takes a little run, and now we'll just have Snappy, the last one, with a chance at eagle here. And beautiful putt for James Snappy Cole. He'll finish in 4th place and win $110 at 33 under par. Get a little replay of that snap bone eagle. Has the straddle out so he can putt to the left side of the bush and just throws a perfect little spin push hybrid. K-Mac will tap in for the birdie there. So Kevin McCoy will finish in 2nd place, only 1 stroke back at 38 under par and win $260. And then we'll have Jimi Hadley. He's going to tap out for his birdie here. And he taps out on top.
Good topper, bro.
Jimi Hadley finishes at 35 under par and wins $160.
For sure.
Woo!
You go, Bills.
So I'll be your 2017 U.S. Mini Disc Golf Champion at 39 under par, winning $500. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks to MVP Disc Sports for sponsoring this event. Please be on the lookout for information for the 2018 U.S. Mini Disc Golf Championship. And if you want to stick around and watch the awards, I will have those to follow. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Big shout out to Dre Johnson for being the catch cam. And an even bigger shout out to our boy Derek Disc Hollis for being the Cam 1 operator for all 63 holes. That's rounds 1 through 3 and the final 9. Thanks, Derek. And thank you so much for watching. Please have a wonderful day and check back for more videos from Matt Dollar Disc Golf.
Alright, so the U.S. Mini Disc Golf Championship. This was the first one. I'm really glad that everyone that played. Huge shout out to MVP. They supported us and donated all the baskets for us to play on. And several of our sponsors are going home with them. So I'm just going to go ahead and go right into payout. We actually had a tie in the trophy only for the ladies. Katie and Jenny tied. Jenny and Katie tied though. And winning juniors is Devin.
Woo!
Devin.
Yeah, Devin! Yay!
Men's Pro Open. And getting 7th place, Ryan Hunt, coming in from South Carolina. All right, coming in 6th place, John Matlack, winning $60. Matlack's also one of our hole sponsors. Will be taking home one of these baskets. 5th place, coming a long way from PA, I believe, Nick Shonsky. Crazy mini player. 4th place, $110, Snappy Cole. Thank you. 3rd place, winning $160, Jimi Hadley.
I didn't cash in disc golf, so I'll take this moment to thank Dollar and Carla for all the work they put into this event these 2 years. It's our 3 years. It's been awesome, and look forward to it in the future. Again,
Second place, Kevin McCoy, $260.
just honored that this event is taking place and that Matt has asked the MGGF to be present here. Great things are going to be happening. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite all of you up to Pennsylvania this June, where I'll be having my 22nd annual Mini Madness. We've been playing this a long time. This is the tip of the iceberg for you guys. We'd love for you to come up and experience our permanent courses that we have in. It's a way of life for us, and hopefully it's your new addiction. Winning the first U.S. Mini Disc Golf Championships in the Open Division, Matt Dollar.
Like I said in the players meeting, having Donnie and Nick and Ryan, having these guys, you know, these mini guys come in from out of town just to play this, it validates what I've done here. And once again, I'd really like to thank MVP for hooking it up and helping us to be able to raise the funds up to $500 for first place. And yeah, I'm going to do it again for sure, and I want to make it bigger and better, and hopefully people will see all the videos that we do from this event, and it will grow mini golf. So I have these baskets, and so we're going to do some more stuff here at Lula in the next month or two. This winter we'll probably have another mini tournament, maybe just like a one-day, 3-round thing or something. So be on the lookout for that. And lastly, I want to award first place in Female Pro Open to Kelly Tucker, winning $100.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Carla, Jenny, and Matt's mom for everything they did.